Hello, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Heavenly Designs. And so here I'm going to be talking about thinking outside of the box with using our digitals. And I am working with the digital from my kit, Friendship Rose Garden. I'm sorry, Friendship Rose Garden Retreat. So what you'll need for this project is a number 10 envelope, a pair of scissors, and the digital from my kit. And this is going to be offered as a freebie. This will be one of the pages that will be a freebie offered in the group so that you'll be able to complete this particular project. So let's get started. So what else will you need besides those items? You will also need some glue, and you will need some tape, some double-sided sticky tape. And then, so let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to just open this. Now, I don't lick envelopes. I simply take and use my tape, or the ladies at the post office, when I'm mailing something, they generally will tape it for me. And for that, I am truly grateful. If I forget my tape or forget to tape it before I leave the house. So I'm just going to put a little tape down here. I love to use double-sided sticky tape. And I use it a lot. Okay, so where's my burnishing tool? And you can use a burnishing tool if you have one. If not, the back of your scissors, anything. And then we're going to just take off our strips. And there we go. And then I'm going to just close this up and use my burnishing tool here to just make sure that it sticks nicely. There we have it. And I think I have a little excess here, and I'll just rub that off. Now, I will also use some Distress ink because, excuse me, I like to use the Distress inks. I use them quite frequently in my projects, and there we go. Let's see. I think that's a little bit better. All right, and then we'll need this tool here. And I'm going to use, this is called Vintage Photo. Oh, and there's my, this goes my Vintage Photo, I think. Okay, so I just want to go around the edges before and I am going to do both front and back. So let's see, just around the edges. Around the edges really good. And I'm going to be adding my paper on the side, on this side, so that it covers up those lines where it closes and everything. Okay, so we just go around the edges just a little bit. All right, a little there. Trying to make sure that I stay in camera. There we go. Okay, hope I'm not boring you. But there we have that. Okay, so now I have folded this in half so I would know where my middle is. So I'm going to simply cut this now down the middle. So cut right here, right down the middle. And it's okay if it's not super straight. You can straighten it up later. Okay, so I've got it cut. Now my next step is to get my digital and line it up and everything, just kind of making sure where everything is going to land. And now that I know that that is going to be a perfect fit, because if you're using my digital, you're just using half of the page. So this was a whole page. And this is the Tian style Midori, and I'll be doing a video on how to actually create that. So that's what this goes with. But for this, I want thinking outside of the box on how to use our digitals. So we are going to take our double-sided sticky tape again. Sorry for going outside of the camera. And I'm simply going to put a piece across the top. And you can cut it, you can tear it however you want, whatever works best for you. I simply tear it because that works out really well. Making sure you don't go over the edge, but line it up with the edge. There we go. And we just do this all the way around, all the entire edge. And then I have this Tombow that I'm going to use as well. And my burnishing tool just burnished this in here. All right, there we go. So now again, we're going to remove these papers. There we go. From our double-sided sticky tape. And then remove and discard those. We won't be needing those. Someone may have a good idea of what you can use them for. I don't yet, so I'm going to use the wider end of this and just put a little bit across here, smoothing it across. There we go. It's gliding nicely. Just to kind of fill in the middle a little bit. So spreading it out really well. And then I'm going to take my digital. Now I'm going to line it up with my bottom. There we go. And then take my burnishing tool and go across. And there we have it. Okay, and so then we will very carefully cut across the very, very top of this so that and you can save this because this can be used for part of the journaling card. So don't throw it away. It can be used. All right, so now we have it all done. Now, if you don't like the fact that you're going to see this blue inside of the envelope, you can always take more of the digital and put on the inside. You could put a piece on the inside if you wish. I'm not doing that. I'm just simply going to leave mine like this. And then I'm going to decorate the top. And I am also going to, where is my hole punch? Well, I'm not sure where my hole punch is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of fold this in half just a little bit because I don't know where my top is. I mean, my little circle. Okay, here we go. That is right about here. When you don't have your circle punch and you want to make a circle, you can find whatever you have that is round, center it, and then that is what you can use to cut out, and then you would have your center. Now, the back of this, I want to also put the other part of this digital on here. So it's going to go on like this so that the butterfly is part of this one. So let's do that before I cut that part off. And because I'm going to just cut through for both sides at the same time. So again, we're going over it with our double-sided sticky tape down the edge for each side. And lining this up by the edge, just like this. And sometimes I have a tendency to go out of camera not thinking, because I love to bring things closer to me when I'm working on them. So I apologize ahead of time for doing that. It's not intentional. It's just a habit that I'm going to have to learn how to break when I am doing videos. Okay, so that's probably all of the double-sided sticky tape that we will need for this project. All right, so we're going to get this off. Taking this off. And this is just thinking outside of the box, because we have the digitals, but then how do we use them? What are some other ways that we can use these digitals besides just as pages? And I want to make sure that I'm doing this on the right side, have it upright, because I don't want to put it upside down. I do that from time to time. I think we all have. So anyway, so now I'm going to turn this around and work from the top and get this in camera. So I am going to line up the top, and if I'm over just a little bit, it's okay, because we have a lot there to work with. Okay, and that is crooked. It's okay, I will cover my crooked part. It's just a little bit right here. I'll cover that up with something else, and you will never, ever know it. Okay, so cut this off. And you can decorate this however you will, however you would like. And I'm just cutting out my little half circle here, following around as closely as I can. There we go. All right, so there we have this on here. So this is one of the digitals from my kit, Friendship Garden Rose. And this kit is available in my Etsy shop and Heavenly Designs Etsy shop. And now this is a perfect pocket that we can use for journaling cards. So this is just, and you can decorate it however you like. I will do some decorating off camera, but I just wanted to show you what you could do with that digital that you, when you purchase. And because I cut the envelope in half, I can make 2 of these from one envelope. Okay, so thanks for watching, and I will see you the next time in the next video.